Several years studying Wing Chun, and I like it. What I wanted to show you a concept that I felt was very useful that helped me with improve my game tremendously. Is the concept in Wing Chun is the attacking from angles. Okay, and Wing Chun, is best to practice without gloves because it's primarily used for free hands and trapping. So with the Wing Chun punch, you punch this way, again, wrist straight, and you actually punch with the bottom two knuckles. And when you hit, you're gonna shove upwards. When you do punch straight, you keep your arm straight, you punch straight, okay? So the thing that I like to practice is when I'm on the bag, and this is the drill that I like to do, is I keep my hands up, right? I'm gonna do a cross step. So I'm standing from the bag, I'm gonna step with my back leg, which is this leg right here. I'm gonna step not toward the bag, but on an angle from the bag, like this. So I'm in an angle. And as I make that step, I'm going to shoot forward with this hand. So punch at the same time. At the same time I do that. Okay? And then with my other leg, I'm gonna step in, and as I step in, I'm gonna twist my hip and punch with my other hand. So I step, punch, I turn, punch. Okay, so it's two punches. And you want to time it with your hips. So you want to make sure your hips are engaged correctly. So without the bag, it looks like this. Punch, so you see how my hips turn, punch, and when I bring this leg up, punch, punch. So I slide this leg forward, punch. So just to see it again, 1, 2, okay? And I do it in the bag, and my hips are the one doing all the work, not my arms. So I step, 1, 2, okay? And typically you keep your hand here so you can maybe trap their hand or grab their head, whatever. You just keep it there so you're staying in contact with them, with your opponent. But you gotta be very quick. You don't want to keep your hand out there because especially if they're punching you, you want to make sure your hand's back to defend. So again, to show you what I do is I'm like this. I step, punch, and then as this leg comes up, punch. Okay? So I'm like this, punch, punch. Okay? And then from here you can do the chain punch. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's my no glove, no wrap drill that I also do on the bag, and to kind of practice the hips. And you take it easy. So 1, 2, come back and try the other side. And that's my drill. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson.